So this is the most tricky rhinestone to use. As you can tell, the point back doesn't go that deep compared to the red one here. I'll see if I can turn it around for you. It goes a lot deeper and they are a lot easier to work with. But along the way I'll show you why, and I'll tell you why you have to do the work twice. So hang on. Just another close-up. Here we have that empty cup chain. As you can tell, they got 4 hooks, and now we are going to place this rhinestone into the cup and then bend over. Only 2 hooks, that one and that one. It doesn't matter if it's just, just has to be opposite, yeah. So I'll get started. In the middle, press down, bend over this corner hook, and the second one, gosh, it hurts. So here it is, yeah. And it doesn't have to look good or beautiful or perfect, not at all, because you're gonna remove all the rhinestones afterwards anyway, yeah. And I'll just keep going. Put in place. I use a tool. You can use a pair of scissors or whatever. And press. Oh, there it is. And next one. Oh, come on. So, I can tell you it was a lot easier to bend the corners with a pair of scissors. And now we're going to glue this rhinestone chain into this channel. And I know it fits, but if you empty channel, I don't know if you can tell, it's very smooth. You have to scratch it quite a lot because the surface has to be rough so the glue can stick and hold to it. I don't know how to explain it, but this one is okay, it's fine. So I'll just get started. I use this glue, it works best for me, but you can make some experiments with other kinds of glue if you want to, no problem. And I'll just get started. Whoa, and look, the glue just falls out or runs out immediately. And lots of people ask, how much glue? Yeah, that's the question. Not too much and not too little. But in this case it's not that difficult because it's a chain, metal chain. I'll show you in a second. I'll make a close-up. Now it doesn't run that fast any longer. So I'll see if something is missing somewhere. It's okay. Let's see if I can make some kind of close-up. It's not easy to film glue, is it? So I have to line up this thing now so it doesn't get messy everywhere. Here it is. Because keep the chain away, place the first one and press the next one while you are in the air, if you know what I mean, and then put it down. Very smooth. Yeah? Keep the chain up in the air. Take one stone at a time and press it together before you hit the glue. And why? Because if you just put this chain into the glue and then press it, yeah, you will just move this that glue and it will start to float all over the place. So that's important. One stone at a time. So here it is. After you have done it a couple of times, you will know how to manage. It's not that difficult. So now I have to assure that they stick well. And then I look from this side, because it can be some kind of tricky now and then how they attach. Looks okay to me. And now it has to dry for 12 hours at least. And we are gonna to remove all the stones once again. And that's the reason why we only press down 2 hooks at each stone. Just make sure. Yeah, and it has to lie flat while it dries. Okay, so far so good. It was dry, and I guess it took around 12 hours. And now I'm gonna remove all the stones once again. And along the way I will tell you why, because maybe you think, okay, Winnie, you are doing your work twice. Why are you doing that? And I have my reasons, actually. So I need to see. Right now I'm opening up these 2 hooks at each stone. You see, so I can empty. The reason why is because afterwards I'm going to put glue into each cup. I'm going to fill it up with glue, completely fill it up, and replace, and then put the stones back in there carefully and let it dry again. And it's because when the Browband is in use, it easily drops some stones over the time, and it's really annoying. So to make sure it sticks, it's better to glue it in the cups. And now you say, all right, why didn't you just glue the cup chain into the channel first without any stones? That's because I actually did it, but it didn't work out because these stones need just a little bit space, some extra space, so they can fit into the channel. So I hope you know, you can tell why. It's not easy to explain, it isn't, but you see, in between the cups, there's a tiny bit of space, and I can only measure that if I have put the stones in there first. All right? I know it sounds crazy. And I also would like to apologize my stupid English. I'm really bad at it. Because of my Danish accent and stuff. But the main thing is I hope you get the message. And this is my first video. Doesn't make it better. But along the way, the more videos I make, I hope it gets better. I'll practice, I promise. So, finally done. Open all these. Come on. And in this case, I use this tool. That's the best thing. You can use whatever you want, but for me, this one works best for this. In this case. Oh, come on. The hooks can be quite hard to push. There it is. Almost. Didn't get this one. So, right, the glue. Now fill up the cup completely, because when it dries the glue shrinks, and as I told you before, these rhinestones don't have a deep or big point back, so it really needs to reach the glue, so make sure it sticks. Completely up to the top. I'll hurry up. And all that glue will take quite a long time to dry. So when I put in these stones, it has to dry for about 24 hours. Gosh, I'm annoyed about my English. Sorry. That's the last one. Well, and now and we don't just put it in and lightly press it down to the glue. I hope there's glue enough. Because I can't, I'll wait to bend these 4 hooks this time, of course, until tomorrow, because it's a lot easier when the glue is dry and the stones stick. It's quite like therapy, isn't it? It's so relaxing. At the same time, it feels like you focus on something else. You know, the days are so stressing. Life is stressful. Oh, this one didn't fit right. It helps me to focus on stuff like this. Just slightly. I have made plenty of these Browbands. Oh shit! Sorry, I'm so sorry. What happened here? I pressed down the stone, and the glue went out. It popped up here, and I'm gonna to remove that. I'm actually pleased it happened, because it will happen to you too. But I can't remove it right now. It has to take. You have to wait around about 2-3 minutes before you remove it. It has to dry just a little bit, then it's easier to remove. If you do it right now and it's really fluid, you will just mess it around, and you can see it on the Browband afterwards. So let it dry for a couple of minutes. I hope I put enough glue in there. Now it came out here again. I had definitely enough glue in that one. And here too. A lot of glue. Too much glue. That's the way it is when it's recorded, isn't it? I don't know. It's the first time I do it, so maybe that's the reason. And here again, a lot of glue pops out there. My finger hit the glue, and I have to shake, you know, clean my finger before I carry on, because the glue will stick everywhere and it's visible everywhere. I know it's transparent, but anyway. And a lot of glue one more time. Let's pick a white one. So why do I start out with this a bit more difficult ones? It's because it's a commission, you know, an order. A customer ordered this one, and I thought, all right, let me try to record it. I can always delete it. The main thing is that you enjoy it, yeah? See, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. All right. I got it in there and it popped up again, and so now I removed some of the glue. So I have to fill it up again, just to make sure there's enough. And as I told you, the glue shrinks while drying. Also, if you take a long time to do this, you can tell that the glue disappears in a way. Sometimes it dries fast. So of course, it depends on what kind of glue you use, but almost there. And so I can start to remove the glue, the excess glue. Excess? Is it called excess? I don't. Oh shit. All right, I did the same thing this time. I dropped the stone. It's Sunday morning, maybe that's the reason. And I don't drink coffee. I only start my day with a cup of tea, and I don't get that awake right away. It takes longer without coffee. I don't like coffee. I never learned to drink. Oh no, this one isn't good. The hook isn't far back enough. I have to push it there. And the last one. Here it is. Right. I will see. I will check the stones. Are they in place? Are they in the center? So I'll check it out carefully. See, this one looks further down here and this one up there. So I'll push in this one a bit up and this one slightly down. Almost nothing, isn't it? And there's something wrong with this one. It isn't even. Now it is. I'll check the stones. Do they sit in the right place? So it looks nice. Oh, so it is. You feel that. Oh, it has to be perfect. Yeah, in the beginning I made so many mistakes. It looked terrible, but you have to practice. Okay, the first glue out here, a toothpick of wood is the best. And I'll scrape it slightly off, slowly. And you can use your cloth to dry off the toothpick. Or maybe it's not dry enough yet, the glue. To make browbands takes a lot of patience. Yeah, you have to be very patient. But the result is so awesome, and you can choose whatever color you want to and what style you want. So there are so many options. So many options. Good. And here was just a bit slack. When the glue is completely dry, you know, after 24 hours, you can't do this. It's impossible. The glue will be so hard that you can't remove it. So you have to do this within the first, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. Right. And up here, massive amount of glue, excess glue. I hope you can see it. I don't know if it's close enough to you. Otherwise, give me some comments below, because I'm not used to make videos for YouTube or anything. It's the first time, as I said, and along the way I'll try to make a lot of other styles and use some other kinds of materials, because there are so many ideas of what to do and how to do it. And of course it doesn't work anymore. And I really want to share the process, because I don't want to keep a secret for anyone or anything. It just takes time to do. And yes, I have ruined a lot of horse browbands over the years, especially in the beginning, yeah. Oh no, I lifted up the glue here to remove it, and it ended up on the top of the rhinestone. If it gets too messy, then wait another couple of minutes before you remove it. It's a lot easier, especially with a toothpick. It's so good to work with because it's wood. And you do like this, and it turns white, the glue, and you can remove it. It's not easy for me to sit here and do it in this way, because usually I sit and yeah, I actually have my nose into it. I'm really close to my work when I do this, but not today because I try to show you how. And there, just make a close-up. Maybe you can see, you can tell here a lot of amount of glue, and it dry for a couple of minutes, and then I'd start to, I don't know if I can do it in the air, to remove it with this toothpick. And carry on till you're sure that the glue is removed from the Browband itself. Because when it's completely dry, you can't do it any longer. It's over. Any more? And before I'll stop here, I'll check out again. Are they in the right place? Here's a bit more glue. And now I'll let the glue dry for actually 24 hours, because as I told you before, the glue will shrink, and it takes 24 hours to dry completely. When it's dry, the glue, I will bend the 4 hooks, and then it's over, it's done. Stay in place. If the reason why some stones may fall off in use, it's because the hooks catch the hair. The horsehair will catch the hooks and open it up, and then some of them actually fall out. That's not good, is it? I guess you have had some Browbands too, with some Browbands losing stones, and it's really annoying. Of course, when I ship this Browband for my customer, I will attach a bag of extra stones just in case. All right. Okay. Now let it dry 24 hours, and I'll be back. Okay. The Browband dried overnight, and now it's the moment of truth. Let's see. I'm going to turn this Browband around, and I'll see how many stones will fall off. Some of them will. It's very normal. Usually it does. So let's take a look and see how well I glued it yesterday. No? That's seldom. Usually always 2-3 rhinestones fall off, but I'm lucky this time. That's good. Well, I'm going to bend all the edges, the hooks, over the rhinestones, and the rhinestones are made out of glass, and that means if you press hard, it's quite easy to cross the stone, and it happens. Yeah, almost every time you make one Browband. So I'll use the scissor and start to say, okay. I need my other pair of glasses, as you can tell. Sorry. That was 2 corners, 3 and 4. That was the first stone. I don't know if you can tell. When all of them are done, I will check it out again, look at it like this and see how many are not good enough. Let's take a look afterwards. I'll do it again. 1 corner banded, another corner banded, and the 4th. It can be quite tricky because of the shape of this stone. It's not that easy. You know, I don't know why, but it's a lot easier with the stone I showed you earlier. You know, the red one. It fits a lot better to the red stone, but I love these rhinestones, these rivoli. They are called rivoli. So that was 4 stones and so forth. Now I'll just speed up the process. You don't have to take that long about it. No. For the first 4 stones are okay, and here we go. Okay. I have to check all the hooks to see are they all right or not. Some of them I have to press one more time. Then I'll do like this, and so I can tell, do I need to press one more time or not? And I can tell already now that there, of course, there are some who needs it. And it's because I always include a bag of extra stones for the customer. You know, 3 yellow ones, 3 clear ones, just in case. But on the invoice, I always write a small message that says something like, please check your Browband regularly. I don't know that word. Now and then. Check your Browband now and then to check the hooks. Did any one of them open? If yes, then press it down by yourself, because it's going to attach or grab the horsehair very easily. So and I can tell that I also have some glue here and there that I'm going to remove, and I'll do that. But anyway, I'll do that in a moment. You don't have to watch that. But it turned out pretty nice, didn't it? And one more thing. The first time you bend it, you can hear the glue crack, and that's normal. I don't know if you could hear it. So, not the other way. Don't do that. It's a bad idea. Yeah, cool, isn't it? I love it. I hope the customer will love it too, just as much like as I do. So here it was, 8mm glass rivoli in a size cup Browband, and I will write the materials that I used in down below the video. And if you want to see even more do-it-yourself horse Browbands, how to decorate, I'll pass on some ideas of what you can do or what, and to avoid mistakes, I can give you some advices. Yeah, so please subscribe the channel. I do this for you. Yeah, so I really hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope I'll see you again. So that's from me now. Okay, bye.